Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm Sargel18. Episode 30 of Unchained. Revelation is a genie in a bottle. Seek it, find it, use it. Plus more unseen pictures of beings from the Vortex. And that's going to be pretty good. I'm really going through just files of pictures to that I don't really show the public because they're not the greatest, or they're just off topic and all. But I'm bringing them all out now, so you guys decide. All right, that'll be pretty cool. 9 more days left to the election. So be very careful with that. Devron said something evil is going to happen next week. He said that to me a week ago, within the last week before the election. He hasn't elaborated, so I don't know what it is, but I guess we'll see, right? Now, one thing about my soul's mission here and revelation is it always seems I have to deal with negative and evil beings. Very rarely do I get a break. But coming with all that heavenly perspective of 30 lifetimes, I have learned a lot of small tricks, let's say, realities that are put in place in biblical revelation that can help anyone achieve success as the walls come tumbling down. These unknown God-given laws are easy to understand and easy to do, but the hardest to achieve. Let's begin. Now, when I refer to laws, I mean pools of vibration. Heaven is in charge of where and when and how to use these laws. And they stretch all over the planet, crisscrossing and such, and I'm not talking about ley lines. And now you don't have to go anywhere special. Wherever you are, when you decide to do it, is special enough. Okay, easy to understand. Let's say you want something unattainable in your life. You first have to really understand what you want and then visualize it in the best solid detail you can. Then just close your eyes and ask. And you don't have to put it in the form of a prayer, but that always helps. You just ask. And afterwards, after you ask, you say thank you. Okay, so we killed 2 birds with 1 stone there. Excuse me a second. We killed 2 birds with 1 stone. It's easy to understand, and it's easy to do. You just ask. The hardest to achieve. Why is it so hard? It's the really understanding part. You have to be so clear in your mind every detail of what you want so it happens rather quickly. Now, you have everyone, before I go on, everyone has done something like this. Do you ever just say, you're sitting around, you say, clearly, you just say, boy, you know what, I wish I had a red Corvette, let's say. And then the next day you go, and there's a red Corvette at a great price, and you buy it. And you're like, holy cow, I can't believe how lucky I am. That's what I'm talking about. But you can actually make it happen. This fringes on metaphysics, hermetics, magic with a K, and reality in general, and heaven's influence over all of it. Now, people make wishes and prayers all the time. I wish I had this, I wish I had that. And people pray for things just the same. And almost every wish comes true. That's something I bet you didn't know. 99% of any wish comes true. Just keep listening. Example, let's say you wish for $1 million. A lot of people would wish for $1 million, so I'll use that as an example. You wish for $1 million. When the average person asks that, instantly they add heaviness to the wish, weighing it down. Like, oh, with $1 million, I could pay off the bills, buy a car, buy a house. You think of this right after you make the wish. numerous thoughts that are then tagged onto the wish, making it longer to happen. The body isn't asking, the soul is. So a soul can have hundreds of lives on earth until it reaches the level of heaven. You want to make it happen fast. Clarity of mind. To sum it up, you'll get your wish, but it could take a number of lifetimes to happen. Every now and then, we all hear of somebody winning $1 million out of the blue or something like that. They could have made that wish yesterday, or they could have made it 1,000 Earth years ago. But it took that long to happen because they weighed so much shit on it. So remember, clarity of mind. And as I said about the Corvette, many times we say, oh, gee, I wish I had that. And bang, there it is. Because you said, I wish I had that. And you didn't think about it afterwards. Something caught your attention off or something. It was a clean wish. And bam, it happens. These are the little things that the average person just don't know about, were kept from learning, because years ago, like 1,000, 2,000 years ago, people knew about this stuff, and it worked. But the dark side in Lucifer doesn't want you privy to anything like this, which is why, I'm telling you. Now, so why am I telling you this? Because I've said before, in Revelation, the veil between heaven and many worlds is thin, and each person or soul alive now is a powerhouse in God's heavenly energy. So, if you do it correctly, if you make the wish correctly, it will happen. And there's all kinds of neat wishes. You don't have to wish for money. You can wish for love, faith, success, health, or to help another person, knowledge, luck, and so on. Everything's not built around money. And believe me, if you got $1 million, that doesn't come easy. You're going to have a lot of people knocking at your door. So you got to really be able to handle your shit with whatever you wish for. Now, you can wish for revenge or other evil things to happen, and they will come true. But you used your free will to create evil, and you will pay for that in the hereafter. So please, please, wish for good things. Now this is part 2 to this video. God's law of the universe. There is one immutable law that God has put in place in our reality and all multiverse realities. You create your own reality through free will choices. You create your own reality through free will choices. This law just doesn't apply here, but in all 6 levels leading up to heaven and in heaven itself. This is an immutable law. This is like a law up, and then there's down, and then there's up. I mean, they equal everything. It's really cool, though, that you can create your own reality. But again, as I told you in the first part of this video, you really have to make sure what you want, what you're wishing for. So free will doesn't end at death. It just continues with your soul. People have it in mind that their body is everything, their physical body, because in third dimension it is. You don't think about your soul half the time, 90% of the time. You're thinking, oh God, I got to take vitamins, got to work, got to jog, you got to do shit like that. That keeps you from understanding the real power inside you of heaven, which is your soul. Everyone has a soul here. Why do you think Lucifer's after them? They're powerhouses of energy. Now, free will just continues with your soul. What a great gift God gave us as individuals, which also pissed off Lucifer to no end. This is one of the reasons he rebelled against God in heaven. How dare God give puny humans the same free will choice as he gives the angels and all heavenly beings. I guess even God can't please everyone, huh? I hope I don't get hit for that. Sorry, God. All right. Everything you've ever done is because of free will choice. Everything. To brushing your teeth, to wiping your ass, to driving your car, to having sex, to picking up a pencil or a pen. Everything is a free will choice, and it's one of the greatest laws and gifts that God has ever given us, is the choice of free will. Now, how does this all help in Revelation? Now, Revelation is a starting point in civilization's rise to higher vibrational levels. The souls that recognize this will have an edge over others who don't. This is biblical, and we've had the clue to Revelation for quite a long time. God's plan is laid right out in Revelation timeline. Let's see. 4,000 years ago, biblical revelation came in the form of Moses. Look how everything changed. Look at all he did. Created the state of Israel, let him out of bondage, God's laws, the 10 Commandments. That was revelation. The people before that really didn't experience it in your face until Moses came, bringing revelation, God's revelation with him. Now, 2,000 years after that, Jesus comes along, the Son of Man. Look at the revelation, the effects of revelation, of what he did, and he still does. Jesus came, that's it. The last 2,000 years, it's been Jesus this, Jesus that. Look at all he brought. And he's still with us. And even though when I asked Evron, how come Moses isn't in that type of stature, he doesn't answer me. So I can't tell you why. Everybody, like that Jesus had made such a tremendous impact worldwide, and Moses had made just a tremendous impact on the children of Israel and Egypt, basically. Now, you see a pattern. Every 2,000 years, biblical revelation happens. It's now 2,000 years later, and we find ourselves in biblical revelation again. And again, with the war in Israel, the Jews are right in the middle of it, just like they're supposed to be. Now, this is a big one. There are many players on the board, both good and evil, and we haven't even rolled the dice yet. So in closing, right now, and since 1998, we all on Earth are really living in a genie's bottle. Revelation has pried the lid off the bottle. Make your wish, and remember, clarity of mind, and you create your own reality. Now let's look at some Vortex pictures that I believe you've never seen before. Maybe you've seen one, but I've just been going through them and picking them out. And also, I am putting up 2 videos tonight. 2 videos that I believe are important. So please watch the next video, episode 31. That's going to be coming out right after this. So, now I talk to you at the Vortex. I have met so many different beings from different multiverse worlds that many in this world are things that are beings or creatures or beings that you would never think are intelligent. But I'm going to show you some of the intelligent beings of other worlds that could kick your ass. Some of them. They can't kick my ass, though. No, they tried. Doesn't work. So, here we go. Sorry about the cigarette, but I just watched the Trump thing at Madison Square Garden. Elon Musk, man. I am telling you, that man is not human. He is from the multiverse. He is a multiverse alien, and every time he has ever been asked, are you an alien? He answers yes. And he answers seriously. He doesn't mean like alien from Africa living in the United States. He means alien. And I'm going to do a video on Elon and what he's accomplished, and you're going to look and say, how the hell can one man do all that all at once, even with $300 billion? All right, we'll get to that. So, what here on Earth doesn't look like an enemy or a smart individual, but in its own world, in another world, they are. And here is this picture. The duck creatures. They are ducks. This one is holding a shield. And you can clearly see him there. I got another picture coming too. I've shot many pictures of alien ducks that are smart. And this is one of them. All right. Oh, yeah, here we go. Now there I got a demon type creature up to the left, but look right in the center. It's another duck being. Bill, the little nostrils in the bill, everything. It's right there. I don't know what these ducks can do, but apparently they're as smart as we are. Now, hold on a second. What am I doing here? The ducks. Okay. Now I'm going to show you a picture. As I said, I passed every single test that anyone, from the government, from Disney, from top psychics, regular people, military people. I passed everything they threw at me. Like when the head of the pharmaceutical company said I wasn't the predicted guy because he would have 6 fingers and I don't have 6 fingers, until I said, yes, I do. There it is. It was cut off. So I've even passed all that. Now this one here, somebody dared me to take a picture in their yard in Hartsdale, New York. I saw something and I took the picture, and this is with regular film. We have the negative. Now, what you're seeing here, the original picture is on the left. And what that is an astral multiverse bear walking along. Now, light travels at 186,000 miles a second. That's how fast light is. That's why when they take high-speed pictures, they use the film on high speed, so they freeze it with the light, and you see, the car going 100 miles an hour easily. Now, the picture, the original, is on the left. What I did was I looked at it and I said, that bear is facing forward and looking at me at the same time as I took the picture and the flash went off. So what this proves is that this being looked around when the light hit him, which is traveling at 186,000 miles a second, and looked at me. And he did it so fast that I actually caught both poses in the same picture. Now, if you look closely at the picture on the left, you can clearly see it. I cleaned him up on the right. There he's walking forward in the middle like I saw him. And there he has his head turned at me when the light hit him. That's how fast these things are. Faster than you could ever imagine. Faster than you could ever imagine. Now, I have this picture. Oh, here's another creature riding on the back of another creature. Going along, some kind of multiverse thing. That creature on the bottom, he's running, I guess. And look on the back is this V-shaped alien thing riding him. There was no conversation between us. That's all I have. Now, this picture, in the same spot in Hartsdale, New York, that the bear was in, bear was in, I took this picture. I saw something. And no breath, just the regular film picture. Now here you see on the left the untouched picture. And on the right, I just blacked out some of that astral stuff that was around them, that astral mist. And you see like what looks like a beggar type man carrying a bag. Now, on the left, I'm not sure if he's sitting in a Zen position or that's just extra, or he was walking. So on the left, I left it original, and on the right, I took that out. But you clearly see his face, his eyes, his nose, his thing, his bag, his mouth, his beard. And there he is. Okay, now. These are just the fun pictures that I have, and I have thousands and thousands of them. If I really sat down with you and started flooding you with pictures, where you could understand each one, you look at each one quietly, it would probably take a year for you to go through every single picture, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's how much I have. Yeah, and I probably threw away 10 times that. I got a mission to do, and I do it. And I try to streamline it and get the evidence and get the information out. Now, I do have another video coming up, which I think you're going to find very interesting, on the heavenly host. So please watch episode 31. It'll be going up right after this. And I want everybody to please stay prayed up, and peace out.